When I was younger, we used to play this game, me and my friends, and by younger I mean probably like 5 or 6 years ago. We used to play this game after work, where we'd go to my friend's house, and it was called hardcore hide and seek. And what we'd do is we'd go into the house and shut off all the lights and play hide and seek, right? Which is fine when you're upstairs, because when you're upstairs, there's moonlight, there's street light, there's light outside coming in through the windows, so you can still kind of see. But what was really bad was that usually most people, when we played this game, would hide in his basement, where there are no windows, where there is no outside light coming in. And so you'd go to the basement door, and you'd open it up, in the pitch black of the house, you open this door, and you can see the first 2 steps. And after that, it's just inky blackness. Which a lot of times was why I was like, okay, I'm just not going to go down to the basement at all. And why I bring that up is this. People always talk about when one door closes, another one will open, right? And I often think about that other door opening up, and I often think when I open that other door that it's going to be just like that. I'm going to open the door, it's going to be like I'm going to see the first couple steps, and then beyond that is inky blackness. And I have no idea where I'm walking. I have no idea where I'm going. And that's, honestly, that's what God has called you to. It's faith. Not just any kind of faith, but blind faith. God is literally saying, when you open that door and you stare into the inky blackness, He's saying, go ahead and take a step. Walk in. And how can we trust that God will keep us from falling and busting our faces, which I almost did many times doing that game. Psalm 119, 105. Your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. God will illuminate every step that we take as long as we're faithful to keep walking. Now, I'll be honest with you, a lot of times the doors that we have to walk through are not doors that we want to walk through. Because some of the doors that get shut in our faces are not doors that we ever thought would get shut in our faces. When someone that you love says, I don't love you anymore, and they slam that door in your face, and they say, you are not welcome to ever come back into my life again. Well, the door that opens beyond that is dark and it's scary because we don't know what that world is going to be like. And a lot of times we'll stand right outside that door staring into that inky blackness, and we'll cry out to God and we'll say, you just don't understand how hard this is for me. Because we forget something. We forget one of the ways that Jesus was described in the Bible. Jesus was described as a man of all sorrows and acquainted with grief. My Jesus is the man of all sorrows. Anything that you feel, Christ felt. Anything that you experienced, Christ experienced. A lot of times we look at God and we just don't understand what's going on. And the fact of the matter is that you're never really going to understand what's going on. It's not for you to understand. It's for God to understand and for you to just trust and have faith. And this song is a prayer to that end. And it's something that's been on my heart a lot recently. I'm trying to struggle to understand what God's will is for my life. And then begging for answers and asking questions. And not hearing much in a response from God. And so this is a prayer.
You live in heaven.
love and who get hardened in the hurt. Do you remember when you lived down here where we all scrape to find the faith to ask for daily bread? Did you forget about us after you had flown away? Well, I memorized every word you said, and still I'm so scared I'm holding my breath while you're up there just playing hard to get. You who live in radiance, hear the prayers of those of us who live in skin. We have a love that's not as patient as yours was, still we do love now and then. Did you ever know loneliness? Did you ever know need? Do you remember just how long a night can get? When you are barely holding on and your friends fall asleep and don't see the blood that's running in your sweat. Will those who mourn be left uncomforted while you're in there just playing hard to get? And I know you bore our sorrows, and I know you feel our pain, and I know that it would not hurt any less, even if it could be explained. And I know that I'm only lashing out at the one who loves me most. And after I have figured this somehow, what I really need to know is if you who live in eternity hear the prayers of those of us who live in time. We can't see what's ahead, and we cannot break free from what we've left behind. And I'm reeling from these voices that keep screaming in my ears, all these words of shame and doubt, blame